here. This is the navigation workshop for 9th through 12th graders. My name is Heather Bennett. I'm the Student Support Administrator for WAVA, and with me today is Ms. Kathy Swartz, Student Resource Coordinator for WAVA. And we are happy you are here. Today, we're just going to at first go over some neuro tips and tricks one more time, and then we will look at one of these student accounts and just kind of walk through it a little bit. All right, let's go over our classroom guidelines. You need to be there. Turn off other computer programs, the TV, etc., so you can be fully present during the session. Be on time. We will begin on time. Be prepared. Have a paper and pencil ready to take notes, work on a problem, talk on the microphone, etc. Be engaged. Keep your chat and use of tools to the topic being discussed. Be respectful, contribute positively to the learning community with your words and actions, and most of all, have fun. All right, so we're just going to go over this one more time. Make sure that you are choosing the correct device when you log in to your Neuro classroom, and it should ask you this every time you log in. So just make sure if you are using headphones like Kathy and I use, make sure that that's what you are clicking on over here when it asks you to choose your devices. Sometimes if you're kind of just clicking through really quick in a hurry to get to class and not really paying attention to what's over here, you might be using the wrong device for Neuro. And that could be a reason why you can't hear anything or why you can't use your microphone. So if that happens, please go back to choose your devices and you can choose the correct one. And then of course, if you're still having any issues with your audio or microphone, you can always log out, clear your history in your browser, and then log back in. And that should take care of any issues that you're having. And then make sure that you are always using Google Chrome. That will give you full capabilities in your Neuro classroom. If you have to use Firefox or Explorer, that's okay. It will work with that, but you won't be able to use the full capabilities of the Class Connect. So please try to use Google Chrome if you can. And then make sure that you only have one browser window open, just like it shows up here. If you have multiple browser windows open or even just one other thing, that could cause you issues as well. And then, of course, here's other things that you already know about, but you can just take a look and make sure that you know what these are, especially the plus and minus sign over here on the side of your screen. If you click on the plus one, you can enlarge your screen. Click on minus to make it smaller. All right, and then of course we have our tools. I'm just going to open those up for everybody. So you should be able to see tools up here. And then on the next screen, we're going to use our pointer. So go ahead and grab your pointer and then go down to the jellyfish. Oh, and maybe you don't have those. Let me go to permissions. There we go. That should work. Okay, let's grab your pointer and go down to the picture of the jellyfish. Awesome. It's always fun to practice with our whiteboard tools. Tomorrow in our Q&A session, we will have the tools open and you can practice with them while we're answering questions. All right, great job, everybody. Thank you very much. I'm just going to turn that off completely. Here we go. And we will continue. All right, so we are going to tour the online school, and I'm going to share my screen with you. Let's see. And of course, I always have to talk myself through this as I'm trying to remember how to share my screen. Okay, there we go. So you should see our WAVA Bulletin Board website on the screen right now. This is a great page for you to bookmark. It has a lot of great information for you for the school year. You'll be able to see any welcome videos. Um, you can see our clubs, announcements, things like that on here, newsletters. And then a really important tab, I think, for new families is the links and videos tab. I'm just going to go over there really quick. You can see that we have K-12 information over here on the left-hand side in pink. So this has K-12 information from their help page. So they've got materials questions, computer support, how to look up your student ID. So please take a look at that if you're having any issues. And then on the right-hand side is your, oops, is your WAVA information. So these are all the links for WAVA. They're in blue. So if you have questions about, here's one that we get a lot. You just moved and you need to update your address. How do you do that? Well, you go over here and click on this tab and you'll be able to fill out and update my address form. It also updates emails, it updates names, learning coaches, all sorts of things. So if you need any updating done, please go to our website and fill out that form. And of course, on here, you can see all sorts of information. And then if you scroll down to the bottom, you can see all of the week of welcome videos, the orientations, best practices workshop, role of the learning coach workshop. And then, of course, at the end of the day, you will see navigation workshops on there as well. Okay, so you will notice at the top of the screen, it says OLS login. So right here, you can click on that and your login page will pop up. So let me see. Let me log in really quick and then I will share that screen with you. All right. Here we go. All right, so this is from our demo account. This is for an 8th grade student, but 6th through 12th graders use the same platform. So this should look very familiar to you. So on this page, this picture in the middle, you can change that. If you don't want that picture, you can change it as often as you want to. So what I like to do is I like to look at my schedule. And you can see that this student, since it's still summertime, this student has no lessons assigned and no class connects assigned. But when you're on this page throughout the school year, you'll see your courses over here. You'll see your assignments, the due date, and then your progress towards completion. And then under events, that's where you will find your required classes and your optional classes. You can change this to a weekly view so you can see what your week will be like. And then you can click on overdue to see if you have any overdue assignments and what those might be. So then you will want to complete those assignments. And this is funny because it shows that this student has these 3 lessons from 2018. Whoa, they're very behind, aren't they? And then we can go down to the classes tab. And this is where you will see all of your courses that are assigned to you. So since this is our demo account, it has every course that's offered. So you will not have that many, of course. Thank goodness. But if you want to take a peek at some of these courses, let's see, let's go to language arts and we'll just click on go to class. And so when you get to a class, every home page looks the same. So whether this is language arts or maybe it's PE or math or science, the home page of your course, they all look the same. Of course, the information will be different, right? Your grade will be different in each class. The progress towards completion might be a little bit different, but it should be pretty much the same. And then overdue assignments. So you'll be able to see the teacher for this course. And then if you click on contact my teacher, that's just a quick way to be able to email them. And on every home page, you'll see your Class Connect sessions for the day. That way, if you're busy working on a lesson, um, you will not miss a class because you'll see it right here on the main page. And then class announcements, that section is for all the up-to-date information that your teacher wants you to know about that class. Maybe you have projects that you're working on, things like that. It'll all be in there. All right, so we'll scroll back to the top. You'll see these different tabs. You can click on Plan to view your plan for that class, Content for all of your lessons. So when you get into your classes with your teachers, your live classes, they'll go over all of this and walk you through exactly how they'd like you to to look through these and to do your lessons and the best tabs and the best ways to do it. And of course, as you work on this, as you work in the online school for a couple weeks, once school starts, you'll find your own rhythm, your own flow of how to do this that works best for you. Another tip, if you are wanting to move between courses, but you don't want to go back to that home page, you can click on these little tiles over here, and then you can pick which course you want to go to next. So that's a pretty easy way to do it. Right here, you can see any subscription information, any update alerts, your information. So there's a ton of things in here for each course, and it's all helpful, useful information for you. And I'm going to stop screen sharing and open this back up and get to our slide. All right, so your week at a glance. So today is Thursday, and you're here in the navigation workshop. So we have one workshop left. That is our Q&A session tomorrow. So if you have questions, please come and we will answer your questions. But if you have no questions about school and you're just ready to go and feel just excited to start, then tomorrow is totally optional. So you don't have to come tomorrow if you don't want to, if you don't have any questions. Make sure this week that you complete your Welcome to Online Learning course. It, I think it's titled ORN 010, but it changes. So, but it should be the only course that's offered to you in your course section right now. So please complete that. It's 4 lessons, lots of great information for you. And that is the end of our workshop. Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. If you have any questions, please stick around and type those in the question and answer chat. But if you have no further questions, you are now free to go and enjoy your day. It looks like it could be pretty nice out there. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and we will see you tomorrow.